Hello guys, once again we are playing more Hitman Blood Money, and today we start the Vegas missions, which are probably some of the best missions in the entire game.
This is where his story ends. Whose story?
47's. I've been looking forward to this for a long
So there's a little bit of foreshadowing to future events.
It is.
But you didn't get him.
These guys claim to have murdered Agent 47, our hero, well, I guess hero is the wrong word, more like protagonist.
Where'd he go?
47
Where
is
does
no
anyone
hero.
go for a last desperate roll of the dice?
Nice to be back in civilization, 47.
It suited me. I had some business to attend.
And this is where they, the entire set of story cutscenes has kind of been leading up to this
Yesterday,
crisis of the agency.
Mohammed bin Faisal,
And I guess the weird thing about this plot is that pretty much every important event in the actual storyline happens outside of the gameplay. Aside from the very finale, which is probably the worst section of the entire game, the story exists entirely in
There's a white supremacist from South
cutscenes.
His name is Hendrik Schmutz.
Not a single part of it has anything to do with any of the contracts we take place in. Except for the very last contract and the finale, which are not the same thing. We'll get into that later.
Our client wants to force them into
But
the open by
as for
rejecting the deal.
this mission,
You've got three
we
targets,
have
the
an
Afrikaner,
interesting set of
the Sheikh, and
objectives.
the Sheikh scientist, who
So
will be
there
to
is a
verify the
business
material.
deal going down
We've been losing
for
lot
a set of
agents lately,
special
47.
DNA
Any
specimens,
mission could be a setup at this point.
and this guy is the one that holds those specimens. So he is selling them to this sheik in a Middle Eastern country, and the sheik has brought his scientists in order to confirm that they are in fact the real deal. So all three of these people have been assigned to die. And then, of course, since they are bringing in a set of diamonds in order to buy this DNA sample, we can bring diamonds out with us to gain some extra money for our own coffers. But that is not required for part of the mission. That's a purely optional objective. And I mean, DNA and cloning and genetic modification have all been kind of, I guess, central to what you would call the plot of Hitman, as little of it as there is. So this is kind of an important mission, and like I said before, this is one of the two missions that take place inside Las Vegas.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
So this is a pretty big level, and one of the twists to this level is that in order to get to a specific floor,
The name is Crooks.
you would need to have the key card to a room
There it is.
on that floor.
Here's your key card.
So you want to get to the fourth
Our new
floor,
key cards are
you need to
for
have a
specific,
fourth floor
so
key
they
card
only give
to
you
a
access
room
to the floor
on
you're
the fourth
staying
floor.
That's fine.
And that's how the elevators in this
Alrighty
level
then.
work.
On behalf of
There are no
Shamal
stairs
Hotel
because, you know,
Casino,
fire
let me be the first to wish you a
exits
very
aren't
pleasant stay
good
back
ideas to
Paris.
have in casinos. And I think, does that look like the wife from the birthday party level? Did she, like,
Yeah, good.
did she need a job after we killed her husband? I guess it's just asset reuse. I shouldn't really think too much about it, but yeah, whatever.
I'm the kind of man who gets.
And we are going... This is probably the only time in the game that I will actually make use of the fact that you can hide on top of elevators. I'm going to do is I'm going to put the fiber wire, and what we're going to wait for is I believe the scientist is the one who will take this elevator, and when he does, we can just bring him up and do a secret murder that way. You see, he's right in the elevator, and I don't believe the guard will follow him. So now that we are secure in the elevator, I'm going to take care of one of our targets right off the bat.
See your key card,
Pick
sir?
up the payment briefcase. Oh shit. I don't think anyone was particularly bothered by that. So while that is suspicious, it is not technically illegal, so I can get away with that still. And now we have a key card for the 8th floor, and the room number was 803. But that's not the important part. What's important is that our target has been taken care of, and now if we need to, we can get on the 8th floor. So I'm going to call the elevator. And again, that's one of the things about Hitman, is that if you just look, you can find opportunities where you might be surprised they exist. Because that elevator murder is possible in many different parts of the game, but this is probably the only time you'll ever see me actually make use of it. So we'll go to the 7th floor, since we have a card for the 7th floor. And on this floor, I'm probably going to dump these diamonds for now, because I don't really have a use for them in my plans. I have no idea what you were doing, lady. So what room key do I have? The password 701. Oh, there are emergency staircases. Huh. I wasn't paying attention.
Hey there, stud. You're not alone, are ya?
I'm unaccompanied, if that's what you mean.
Oh!
I can change that.
I've never seen this before.
I'm alone in Suite 7.
This is completely new to me.
Myself.
And I've played this mission about
See me
3 different times now. To completion. Many more I've failed in the middle of. What? Let's just see where this goes, because I don't actually know.
Oh yeah, that feels good. Oh, I've been waiting all day for this.
Oh, this is
Oh,
wrong.
all right.
This is wrong on so many ways. What is she doing? I don't understand what's going on right now. What the fuck? So, you can just take her key card? What the fuck? What possible use could there be for having this thing? Oh. If you wanted to sneak around the floor. I don't really have a need to do that, but I guess that's kind of cool.
What's going on?
Sorry, dude. What is it with this game? And I thought Absolution was bad, but that was not great. That was not a great addition to the game. I think I missed my chance to get him in the elevator. Could just sneak into his apartment. There we go. And since this is his room, no one will mind. No one will even come in. Just gotta drag him into the restroom, where no one will see. I'll take his key card so I can get him in and out with impunity. And I will disguise myself as the dealer. And I'm going to mine this briefcase. And there's a very particular reason I'm going to mine this briefcase. But I'm going to make sure that the payment case stays securely in this room. Because no one else will come in. I don't know if anyone will take the briefcase, but it feels wrong to just leave a suitcase of diamonds in the room. So, this is one of those things that's... It's absurd that I'm disguising myself as this guy to do the buy, because you really shouldn't need a disguise to do this, since these guys obviously wouldn't have seen Mr. Heinrich's face. But it's one of those little absurdities of Hitman that, you know, it makes sense in context, even if it's still really absurd otherwise. I'm gonna detonate her, because you guys know how this is going to end. You guys know exactly how this is going to end by the fact that I've put a mine in that briefcase. And to be clear, this is not the only way to do this mission. There are several different ways I've done this mission. I've disguised myself as staff and sneaked around that way. That's annoying, but if I want to, I'll just take the evidence, or I can just leave it. No, I believe these guys will frisk me.
Search you, sir.
Which is fine, because I'm not carrying anything metallic. No, we're good. We're good. We only got the base kit and a couple of key cards, so we're fine. So we'll just walk up.
You are Hendrik Schmutz.
Yes, Sheikh Mohammed.
Kamal, اجلب الألماس. The merchandise will be inspected before payment is delivered. It is merely prudence. Of course you understand.
Now, I've never had the scientist here to do the deal, but I wonder if that would matter.
Jesus, what was that?
I wonder if they're going to shoot me on sight. It's no matter, I suppose. Before we go, I have some diamonds I want to collect. I've never actually just done the simple way of doing the mine, because I usually always go for Silent Assassin. But that is a really easy way just to take care of everyone. Yeah, I've usually finagled it by having the Sheik run away, and then stealthily killing him when he's in the parking garage. It's really hard to finagle those details, though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've ever gotten, like, a Silent Assassin in a way that I felt was, finger quotes, legitimate, insofar as it felt like this was a way I was intended to do it. But that is part of the beauty of this game, though, is that just because a developer didn't intend for you to do something doesn't mean that you can't, or even that it's not even a bad idea. Sometimes it's to your benefit to look for things the designers could have never possibly intended for you to do. And I can respect that kind of game design. Where just because the designer didn't intend for something to happen doesn't mean it's necessarily a bad thing. That's probably like one of the few things that IO did well, as opposed to how they made every single person laughably sociopathic in these games. It's weird commenting on games like this from a modern perspective because, like, Absolution got railed on, and rightfully so, for the way it depicted so much shit. But back when this game came out, a lot of that kind of thought process was perfectly acceptable. So it's weird to think of how far we've come in just a few short years. Because this game, I guess a few short years is wrong, because this game came out a long time ago in terms of games. Where's the escape? Am I going the wrong way for the escape? Probably, yeah. Probably am. Oh, shit. Where is the escape? Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. It's to the left side of the casino. Should be able to walk there, no problem. But yeah, the way that this game kind of treats people and relationships, I don't know if I would call it wrong, because at the time this was, I believe, if I'm right, and I might be wrong, designed to make you feel like a sociopath, like none of these people are worth saving, as Agent 47. Where am I? What the fuck? Where? How? Why? What? What? Why? Where is the escape? This map is screwing with me. It says exit right here, right? It says exit right here. So where the hell is the exit? Beg pardons, because I have to actually go now to find where the exit is. The hit is done. All 3 targets are dead. Oh my god. I have to go and murder the guy that I knocked out because I thought he was dead, and turns out he wasn't. That's actually really annoying. Because in Absolution and the new Hitman, for better or worse, if someone's on the ground, you can just snap their neck and kill them if they're unconscious. Or, you know, you can snap their neck as you knock them out with melee. But in this game, there is no real effective way of just killing someone who is knocked out and essentially outside the purview of normal interaction. Like, there's no magic kill prompt right here. I can take shit. I can drop shit. But I can't just murder someone who is utterly defenseless, which, you know, might make sense for anything but Hitman. So what I have to do is I have to take my poison out, because I don't want to use a gun and attract attention, so I have to poison him to do it silently. He's already knocked out. He's not getting up. But because he's still alive, I have to put poison into him to kill him, or shoot him and attract all the guards over here. I'm not sure why they did that. And fortunately, in later games, they fixed that issue. But it's incredibly annoying. So yeah. Now we can escape. I can't believe... And it's not even the first time it's happened in this recording series. It's happened before. And I just wasted a ton of your time because I couldn't see that the target hadn't been killed yet. That's silly. It's a silly thing. It's a silly thing. So maybe now I can escape. Maybe now the escape option is available. Oh, there's the car. Yeah, I was on camera, whatever. Who cares? This isn't getting saved anyway. Overall, not a terrible rating at all, actually. And because I brought the diamonds out, I got a huge bonus. There's a little fun thing where that woman from the wife from the previous murder in the bayou, or I guess the fiance, shouldn't get married. She completely got over it, again leading to the evidence that she was the one who hired us to kill her husband to be in the first place. But yeah. Catch you later, guys. Take care.